Provincial opposition's labor critic. They have been a strong voice on workers' rights in this province, and they're here today because what happened at Ubisoft demands political accountability. Please welcome Paul Wozney.
When Ubisoft Halifax is under attack, what do? That's right. Hello and thanks for coming out today. I'm Paul Wozney. I'm the official opposition critic for Labour and Skills and an NDP MLA in the riding of Sackville-Cobequid. I want to start by speaking directly to the 71 workers at Ubisoft who were laid off by the company. I want to say that what happened to you is not right. Whether it was legal or illegal, what happened to you was wrong. There's no question that your move to unionize was a factor in the company's decision, the way that they treated you. And one of the things that we're left with here in Nova Scotia is the question of whether it's illegal or legal. Why isn't this illegal? Why isn't it illegal for a company to take public money and run and leave workers high and dry when they exercise their charter freedoms in Canada? You chose to apply commendable skill and develop your careers right here in Nova Scotia. Let's be clear, you could have done this work anywhere in locations around the world. You're that in demand. You're not a dime a dozen people. You have very special skills, and you could have done this anywhere. I know I've had the opportunity to meet some of you, and I know at the heart of your choice to work in Nova Scotia was the opportunity not only to build great games, but to actually build an emerging industry in Nova Scotia that creates opportunity for other Nova Scotians to have good paying jobs, building products that are future-proof. We're not going to play less games, we're going to play more of them. And it's an opportunity for Nova Scotia to be a leader in developing them. And despite all of this promise, despite your commitment, despite your hard work, suddenly you were left high and dry and without a job. And that's deeply unfortunate. No worker is disposable, and it's a shame that you've been treated this way by Ubisoft. And despite all of this, despite the big news, the Houston government has been absolutely absent from your cause. Zero comment. The premier said he wasn't aware of your circumstance. Absolutely, that's shameful. You know, there's $11 million of public money invested here. For our premier to say he doesn't know what's going on is unacceptable. The labor minister claimed that they proactively reached out and offered support. Why know in a call with your leadership that a week after your office was closed, there had been no contact by any agent at the Department of Labor or Skills to inquire about your situation and to offer you support, and that's also shameful. Like you, I and all Nova Scotians want to know, where's the urgency on the part of government to act to protect the livelihood of 71 hardworking Nova Scotians? No effort to save these jobs, no plan to stand up for workers, and no plan to protect the public investment that was made in Ubisoft that they simply walked out of the province with. There's a lot at stake here, and it's gross. We know that. Nationally, Ubisoft has received almost $1 billion in public funds. 11 million of that came here in Nova Scotia. I want to be clear that where public money is involved, the government has a responsibility to be part of the conversation to protect these jobs. The fact that this government hasn't lifted a finger to make a phone call to Ubisoft to find out what could be done to make sure that your jobs remain and that we can continue to grow this industry is unacceptable. Government shouldn't be sitting by while companies cut and run and take public dollars and leave the province. I want to be clear that what happened to you is only possible because the government of Nova Scotia allows the labor laws in this province to remain among the weakest in the country. It means that workers that attempt to unionize here are poorly protected when they exercise their rights, and that's not okay. And that's why in the next session, the legislature that opens on February 23rd, New Democrats will introduce legislation to protect workers in newly unionized workplaces. Because let's be clear, workers that exercise their charter freedom should never be punished for exercising their solidarity. To the Ubisoft workers here today and all workers across the province, especially those seeking to unionize, I and the NDP want you to know you're not alone. We see you and we stand with you, and we will continue to fight side by side with you until workers in this province are treated with dignity and get the respect they deserve. Thank you all. Solidarity.